want to congratulate Cal State Fullerton. They played well, played clean. As we knew, Eshelman was going to give them a great start, and we did. And it was a hard-fought game. We had opportunities. It was just tough to capitalize, and of course, they had a few opportunities as well. And it was just one of those games that I was really proud of our kids, how hard they fought. We had a lot of good at-bats. I thought we had good focus and good energy, and it was a fun game. I mean, it was a fun game. Obviously, it hurts when you lose, but you know, this time of the year, there's a fine line between winning and losing. So I'm excited that we get a chance to come back tomorrow.
Questions for Brendan and Mike?
Brendan, can you tell us just how was facing Eshelman out there today? Obviously, you got through to him, but the pitcher's duel going through most of the game. How did it feel when you guys broke through?
He's a great competitor. He pounds the strike zone, doesn't walk a lot of guys. You got to go up there with the mentality that if he throws you a strike, you got to take a hack at it. If you don't swing, you're not going to get a chance to hit the ball.
My coach had mentioned that you were a guy that might have a big weekend. Obviously, you started that today, but losing effort. But did you have a different feeling this week coming into this game?
Honestly, just coming off of last weekend and not performing as good as I had hoped, I kind of just need to get back in the mindset of being aggressive early in my bats and just, not missing fastballs. And so this week I kind of just worked on being ready to hit and being in a relaxed position, and I was able to do that a little bit this weekend. So.
More questions for Cardinals?
Mike, talk about coming up. You did the home run, but then coming back up that last at bat.
Honestly, just with 2 outs, I knew I just at least had to try to move the ball, and I knew he was probably going to come right at me, and I missed the pitch I probably should have swung at, and then just wasn't patient enough. I think I had the right mindset going into the at bat, and I think I just got a little too over-aggressive with 2 strikes. So.
What do you guys have to do now to get refocused for tomorrow?
We just have to come out tomorrow and just play the baseball we know how to play. Brendan's going to give us a great start, and he always does, and he gives us a chance. And defensively, we have to play clean, and offensively, when we get opportunities early, we just have to capitalize on those and make sure we scratch 1 or 2 across and kind of give ourselves a chance.
Brendan, you like being in this situation? I mean, obviously you don't want to be down 0-1, but kind of the pressure situation you've been in sometimes this year.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, you got to face pressure sometime in your life, whether it's in sports or any other aspect of life. You're going to have to deal with it, so why not now and get yourself prepared for later on in life when you have to deal with much harder things than just playing a baseball game.
Brendan, after today, seeing their lineup, what would you say it is that they're doing well out there? What do you expect to see tomorrow?
They just battle with 2 strikes. They put the ball in play, force you to make plays, just make a lot of contact. So you just have to go at them, pound the strike zone, maybe expand the zone a little bit, try and get them to swing at some balls out of the zone.
Anything else for the guys?
Coach, you had some really good 2-strike at-bats, I thought, during the game. Was it disappointing that you couldn't get one of those good at-bats when you needed to hit the score a run?
I thought we had a lot of good at-bats. I really did. Knowing how good Eshelman was, unfortunately, there's a handful of times you're down 0-2 quickly against that guy. But we seem to get back in at-bats. A handful of our hits were with 2 strikes. Guys hit on the ball. Devin and I think Will Smith and guys hit the ball up the middle. And so I was really pleased. I thought we had a lot of quality at-bats today.
Coach Funkhauser was matching Eshelman 0 for 0, the first 5 innings of pitcher's duel. Just what did you think of his outing today, and what were your thoughts as far as leaving him out there?
He gets stronger as the game goes on, and I think you saw that in the 7th. When he's hitting some 95s, and I'm really happy for him because I sat here last week. Usually the draft is in between the regionals and the super regionals, and I made the statement, well, I think he cemented himself for the draft after that last start. not realizing the draft is after the Super Regionals this year. And so I'm once again very happy for him, because I think it's even better that he did it back-to-back, you know, in the regional, super regional type atmosphere. Realizing when he was jogging off the mound, you know, that's the last time he'll pitch at Jim Patterson Stadium, and appreciated the fans, you know, gave him a standing ovation. What a career he's had for us. And, we hope to give him another start next week. But, you know, that was his last outing, obviously, at Jim Patterson Stadium.
Coach, what did you see from Mike this week that made you say yesterday you expected him to have a good weekend?
I just know he was frustrated from the last couple of weeks, and you know, I mean, Devin was the breath of fresh air and new life that, you know, you can prepare in a week and get back to being the talented player you are. So, you know, we use Devin as an example, and like Mike said, he had some tough at bats and just wasn't right. But that's the world of hitting. I mean, you're always going in and out and trying to be right, and I just felt like, you know, he's had a lot of good at bats, and he's actually pretty good against lefties. You know, he stays on the ball. I'm happy for Mike. He's had a great year, and he's another guy. I think he's going to get a chance to play pro ball.
What do you tell your guys? I know they've been through this before, but what's the message tonight as you get ready?
You know, it's a weekend series, and you know, I just commended their effort, and you know, we played hard, and we just came up a little short. So I just challenged them to take it easy today, enjoy their family and friends, and early curfew again, and we show up to the ballpark bright and early tomorrow morning.
Why do you think you guys have done so well after you dropped a few first game of the series, you know, the regular season, and come back on? Why do you think you guys did that?
You know, I think McKay is one reason. And then, you know, our leadership, you know, not just the seniors, White, and Lucas, and Whiting, but, you know, that sophomore class, they grew up a lot last year. So it's a good group. I mean, it's a great group. It's a special group. So, you know, a lot of guys were making comments out there. Keep your head up, and you know, you got to come out tomorrow and compete. It's a new day.
Anything else for Coach?
What is it about McKay that he handles this kind of situation well?
I think you see it. You know, he gets that big at bat there, even in the 10th. You know, I've had coaches tease me. You know, does he have a pulse? You know, he's got a great demeanor for baseball. Now, you know, I was a fiery player, and I love the Whitings and the Lucases. You know, we got kind of a football style, but you need a couple McKays on your team to even it out. So it's been fun to watch. But again, it was a great game. I wish we had the second press conference, but we don't. And you know, obviously as a coach, you feel responsible. You know, there's a lot of things that you feel like you could have done different. But at the end of the day, you trust the kids, you love them, and you believe tomorrow's going to be a great day. So looking forward to the sun to come up tomorrow.
What's it say about Birdie that he was able to recover after that first rough pitch and then came back and get the strike? You
know, those that have followed us all year know we've brought Birdie in those situations before. Lincoln was kind of in that groove, and you know, there have been many times we've maybe pulled Lincoln out, and you feel like, man, you can get 3 more outs out of them. And you got to give credit to their hitter. You know, their 3- and 4-hole hitters have the ability to work a walk. And I think of the 3 runs, I think 2 of them were walks. I'm not sure about the 3rd run. But we just felt like Lincoln had good rhythm, good tempo, and then you always know you got Birdie in your back pocket. You know, you always know that because of the strikeout ability, and it's unfortunate he hit the kid, you know, because he strikes out the next 2. You know, the ball doesn't even get put in play. And again, that's, you know, Zach's a phenomenal pitcher, so he'll be ready to go tomorrow.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.